Hi, Gary Lee here with Black Belt TV's Martial Arts Exclusive. We're in Anaheim, California at the beautiful Anaheim Hilton Hotel celebrating the Masters Hall of Fame. Celebrities, black belts, grandmasters, and now one of the top choreographers in the country, Jacob Bresler, is my guest. Jacob, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
Doing good. Last time I saw you, I think it was either Bob Wall's roast or Eric Lee's roast. And you were telling me the movies you're being involved with. And I know you're active in the movies. You're one of the top choreographers in the country. What's your project going on and what's going on now?
Well, I'm actually working a business also as a line producer or production manager. But because of my martial arts background, I do some of the fight scenes and stuff like that in the movies. I just worked last year in a couple of action movies that I did some choreography.
I heard you work with Andy Garcia.
Yes, I just finished.
What a great actor.
Andy Garcia is a great guy to work with.
Sure.
There was no fights, unfortunately, that I had to choreograph for him, but he played the piano for me. So
did he? I know that he's talented in the piano.
It's beautiful. It was Ray Liotta was in the movie. The movie was like military kind of style, which is also my background.
Now, how'd you get involved with the Masters Hall of Fame?
Actually, I've been invited to be inducted 2 years ago by a friend of mine, Alfred Orquides, which I know the Orquides family for 20-something years.
Legendary
family, which I'm lucky to be calling myself one of their students. And
I'm very good friends with Arnold and Benny. Well, Arnold, more close to Arnold because he's my age.
I'm very close with Benny, actually. He was my sensei.
One of the greatest fighters to ever live. Let that be on film. Absolutely.
That's correct, and I'm glad to say that he's my sensei.
Us.
And when I came to the United States, he was very helpful in getting me back to martial arts and stuff like that, because I come more from a traditional karate do, Japanese karate do, goju rule. And there was no goju rule in Los Angeles, so somebody recommended Benny the Jet Orquides. I went over there, and of course all they did is kickboxing, butt kicking, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And then he developed his own style called Yukido-kan, which there is not a whole lot of people there that he gave their permission to teach at his school, or they can call themselves instructors for Benny. So I'm honored to be one of the guys that he calls one of his instructors or whatever. And I've studied with Mr. Parker when I came to the United States. And
the old man. We talked about him quite a bit
God
today.
bless his soul. Whatever he is, one day we'll see him.
Oh, he's up there. I know he is.
One day we'll see him again. But he was one of the greatest instructors that I could have the privilege to be in his Thursday night black belt classes. And
well, I still do that. I still do the Thursday night fights in his honor. Yeah. Always.
And, it was a privilege because he saw me actually training and pitching, and he says, you're welcome to my black belt class anytime you want to. And, Hall of Fame is kind of like, you get to meet really the old-timers.
The old-timers.
And first time I was inducted to Hall of Fame, and a different Hall of Fame, I was involved with guys that were 80 years old, 75 years old, and said, I looked around and go, are you sure I belong into this group? And, unfortunately, I'm starting to not feel that way anymore with this industry.
So you're getting older.
I'm getting older. I'm up there. I'm 57, but I did put 40 years.
You're good for 57.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm privileged, and I'm proud, and I'm very proud of the school that we have called the House of Champions, and we put a good energy out there in the community. And
what's the new project for you? What's going on now?
The new project we're working on is might be again involved Andy Garcia as a co-star in the movie, but it's called Extraction. Is about.
Say it again?
Extraction.
Extraction, okay.
And it's with the same team that I did a movie called La Linea, the one with Andy Garcia and Ray Liotta. And it's going to be military, kind of a team extracting bad guys of situations from other countries. And it's the story of this one particular guy that led the team.
Cool.
Interesting movie.
So if anybody wants to contact you or get involved with you, can you give me a website or a phone number?
I actually have my email site, which is jacbrslr@yahoo.com.
Okay.
And if they go to IMDb, they can see my name in there, in the business. I've been in the movie business for 30 years now.
Sure.
So, they can find me if they wanted to.
Well, I love your personality from the first time I met you. And
thank you.
You sound like a great guy, and I'm really proud to be a part of this. I'm glad you got this interview with me. Thank you so much for Black Belt TV and Martial Arts Exclusive. We'll see you later.
I appreciate it.
You bet.